Shri Pralhad Joshi. ठीक है, हाँ
परमिशन, हाँ माइक चालू नहीं हुआ था सर।
हो गया
हाँ अभी तो हो गया सर, आप बोलने के बाद हो गया सर। एट द आउटसेट I thank Honorable Minister Sri Devji for fulfilling this, for going to fulfill this long pending demand of the Karnataka tribal community. This Constitutional Scheduled Tribes Order, Second Amendment Bill 2011, at the outset, I stand here to support this. The bill seeks to amend Part 6 of the Entry 37 to provide the reservation for the ST Medara community in Karnataka. This is by way of bringing Amendment Constitution Order 1950 to modify the list of state of Karnataka, list of ST in state of Karnataka. As rightly pointed out by Honorable Minister, this was a long pending amendment. Actually, earlier, the Meda community in Kodagu district was included in ST list way back in 1950. Now the Scheduled Caste Constitution Order 1950 in Part 6 Karnataka, Entry 37, these are synonym of Meda, that is Medara to be added, already included in the list of Meda, Medari, Burda and Garde, as pointed out by you, sir. But way back in 1976, from 1976, this community, while it was restricted to a particular area, Kodagu district, the community started demanding, they are hesitating that include all the communities, I mean all the synonym words like Meda, Medari, Buruda, Gauriga, all those things, all those synonym words. But after a very long time, they started this demand in 1976, but somewhere in 2002, though this consecutive state government, they were continuously representing, the government of India, I don't know for what reason, it was never, even they never looked at it. But somehow, with the great effort by then government, Shri Khargeji was also minister, and then government recommended. And subsequently, the present government also continuously pursued it. But in 2002, the amendment was brought to the ST list in Karnataka at Entry 37. Though the state government recommended for Medara, Medari, Buruda and Gauriga, but unfortunately, this Medara, spelled M-E-D-A-R-A, Medara, but it is called as Medara, though state government strongly recommended, it was left out in 2002. I don't know whether it was an oversight or somebody played game, I don't know. This Medara community in northern Karnataka, that is the major community. And this community, as far as ethnographic study of so many universities, including Kannada University for Tribal Research Institute, Bangalore, Professor Metri have given the account of Medara, Medari, Gauriga, Buruda, Budduro are all local names of the community of the Meda. All those communities are bamboo and cane basket makers. They are following the same social, religious practices. They speak Kannada, and in border areas, they speak Marathi and Telugu languages. The district social welfare officer in Chikmagalur, in his letter dated 19/7/2000, and district social officer Belgaum in his letter in 2008 have clearly mentioned that there are intermarriages between all these Meda, Medara, Gauriga, Burdiga, and rituals are same. Tribal Commission of Bengaluru repeated that the rituals and the customs of both Meda and Medara are same, and there are instances of interrelated marriages between them, and recommended to include Medara as synonym of Medari as Medara community. The district social welfare officer, Dharwad district, tribal welfare officer Belgaum have also reported the same. After all these things, unfortunately, if you look back from 1950 to 1976, 1976, they raised their demand. Agitation was called. State government was pressurized. Ultimately, central government was made to open its eye in 2002. But unfortunately, the main word Medara left out. Sir, of course, sir, at the outset I have thanked you, and I had met you in your office regarding this twice, and you are kind enough to assure me that in a very shortest time, this amendment will be brought, and ask your party leader to support this, which I made it. Honorable Sushma ji also spoke to you regarding this. She requested you to place this amendment as early as possible, and you were kind enough to do it very fast. But sir, from 1950 to 2012, 62 years, this major community, Medara community, which resides in the northern part of Karnataka, including place of Sri Mallikarjun Kharge ji, who is senior leader from Karnataka, they suffered because just one technical lapse of the government. Sir, why this Naxal? Why these things happen? Of course, it is not there much there in our part. But why this happened? Because the simple demand was not met. When the words were synonym, even in 2000, way back in 2002, the National ST Commission deputed Mr. Ter Singh Shampal, member of National ST Commission, to visit the areas of the Medar in Karnataka. This member visited Belgaum, Haveri, Uttar Kannada district, and made a spot study and reported in detail about the socio-educational status of Medara community and recommended for its inclusion in the state list of Karnataka. Even after that, if government can take for 6 to 8 years, naturally there will be, people will feel, they will feel restless. They feel that both together, center and state, I am not talking of any political party. Today it is BJP ruling there. Previously Congress was ruling. Janata Parivar was ruling. Today UPA is ruling here. And few years back ND was ruling. But with all these factors, with all the pressures, with all the requests, with all the urge of all people's representatives, irrespective of their affiliation to the political parties, if first it took almost 62 years, now if it can take 8 years to 10 years, naturally, sir, people will feel that we cannot get justice in this democratic system. They will feel that we cannot get, they feel that they cannot get justice in this system, they opt for some other system like Naxals. So my only sincere urge is, since it is the very smallest and the shortest amendment to the order, I don't want to speak much on this. I don't want to make an elaborate speech on this, but my request is, only when such a situation comes, Government of India should expedite, irrespective of whatever the state government recommends, but whatever the procedure has to be followed by the government of India, there it should be expedited. Otherwise, see, I have raised twice it in Shirovar, and ultimately when I met, you suggested me to make a submission for the inclusion in the business list of the next week. That also I did. But despite all these things, it has taken such a long time. After such a long time, luckily, the standing committee has also very positively recommended. Now, my earnest request to Honorable Minister, since you are ultimately under your leadership, with your initiation, it has been done. Because in the same UPA government, I had met your predecessors also, I had convinced them, and they agreed when they were out of this house. But after coming to this house, what happened, they didn't know. But it was not done for a quite long time. At least you have taken initiative. Now you have moved. My request is, take this amendment immediately to the other house also, and take the assent if needed. I don't know the complete procedural aspect. If need so, take the assent of the President, and then immediately gazette it, so that those people, more than 100 people, now they have come over here from the nooks and corners of the Karnataka, including Hubli Dharwad. I think they are sitting in the gallery also to look at it, that whether, at least after such a 62 years, whether we can get the justice. With that hope they have come here, sir. My request with folded hands to you is, at least within another month or so, before conclusion of session of this parliament, this session of parliament, I would request you to, I would urge you to, with folded hands, to get it through in the other house also, and get the assent, and make it at least by the end of the June, there should be, this order should go to the all district headquarters, so that they will get their ST certificate by the next academic year. If they can get the certificates, at least this will be useful for their children who are suffering from last 62 years. With these words, since this is not a very long amendment, this is not a very, I don't want to make elaborate statement, speech on this. Once again, I request you to expedite the process and complete it by this academic year begins. Thank you very much. Once again, I thank you very much.
Thank you.